Hello, Chocolo here for another video review. It's the new dark chocolate Black Forest Gateau flavour Maltesers. Yes, in their desserts range. Look at that, very nice. A lighter way to enjoy chocolate, it says TM. Right, there we go. Australian import, this one, so not a typical flavour that we get in the UK, and certainly very excited for this, I must say. Black Forest Gateau flavour. So I guess it's going to be quite sort of, well, dark chocolate, and I guess it's going to be cherry flavour, doesn't it really? So is it really just dark chocolate, cherry flavoured dark chocolate Maltesers? Probably, but we'll see. What's it on the back? It's a 125g bag. It's quite big. So it says a crisp malt centre covered in a smooth dark chocolate with notes of cherry and sponge, inspired by the classic German dessert. It says. All right, you've got a bit of a cake going on there. So Maltesers Black Forest Gateau flavour contains Black Forest flavoured dark chocolate 74%, malt centre 24%. All right, so there's 2% missing. You can see the calories there. So obviously it's covered up the Australian one, so we'll they don't give it in kilocalories, just give it in kilojoules Australia anyway. So, but I've noticed sometimes there are rounding issues and things like this, so might not be 100% accurate this this nutritional information here, but hopefully it pretty much roughly will be. So 100 grams, 499 calories, 24.6 grams of fat, 15.4 which are saturates, and per serving 124 calories, 6.2 grams of fat, 3.8 of which are saturates. That's roughly I think a quarter of it possibly. Now serving size 25, so it's a fifth actually. It's a fifth. Yeah, 125g bag. All right. There we go. There's all the information there. What it contains: Maltesers Black Forest Gateau. Flavouring contains Black Forest flavoured dark chocolate 74%, malt centre 24%. So it says up there, so it does add up. But not 100 because there wasn't too. There's 2% missing. Who knows what that is? But there we go. All right. It's funny actually because if you saw underneath here the actual Australian ingredients, like the E numbers here wouldn't have an E in front of it. The E stands for European or European Union. So yeah, it's like an EU identification for various products. But in Australia they just have the same but without the E on it, so it makes it wonder why. So what's the point of having an E on the front? But there you go. I guess there might be some differences somewhere. We can see the Australian address there at the bottom. Get in touch, stuff like that. Product shown on package, not actual size, and there's a halal symbol there by the looks of it. Halal Certification Authority Australia. Yeah, interesting. Recycle information, stuff like that. Alright, yeah, very nice. Return to store, it says. You can't do that in the UK. So do you have things like that in other countries where, recycling is so much more convenient, return it to the store? Although I guess they do sometimes say recycle with large bags at supermarkets in the UK, don't they? So maybe it's the same difference there. Just this one, I feel like there's a bit more of a process in place, for this. The way you would. I've never seen anything in place by recycling bags and things by taking them to supermarkets. I'm sure there's somewhere to do it, but where is it? It's never advertised anywhere that I've seen. But alright, well that's pretty nice. This one you can see a lovely coloration here on the top, but there are crimpages here. You can see these crimps at the sides. These never contain anything, and crimps at the top as well, where the rails hole is for and stuff like that. There's a false bottom also, so it's a lot smaller, than it actually appears, really. But yeah, I don't think there's much more to say other than all that, really. I think it looks very nice, but I don't think there's much more to say, so we just need to give them an open. So it looks like on the inside, so let's do it. Let's give them an open. Okay, everyone, going to give these new Black Forest Gateau flavour dark chocolate Maltesers an open in their desserts range by the looks of it. Or at least, I don't know, maybe this is the only one in the range, I'm not sure, but there we go. So let's do it, let's give them an open. So, got the old tear here. Shenanigan going on here, just can tear from that side, but it says tear here on that side, so. Yeah, it's time I've done about 1,100 if not more reviews. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you've got not done so already. That's why I call it to place of all my reviews, also related ones, such as other Cadbury Australia ones, other Malteser ones, other dark chocolate ones, anything else I can think of. So yeah, if you'd like to subscribe, go check those out. I've enjoyed this too. There's a very strong cherry smell here. It smells a bit alcoholic cherry almost. I don't know, what's the name of Kirsch or something, I'm not sure, but something like that anyway. But you can see one's broken there. I don't think it's worth counting these, but we will call them out. That's what we're up against. So yeah, there's a bit of damage in there. There we go. Alright, yeah, nice. So it's a 125g pack. See, it does say on the top there. Just about. I'll have to take word for it slightly, but there you go, 125. You can roughly get the gist. Alright, there we go. But yeah, so it's very nice. It's very dark, don't they? It does it's quite reminiscent of. I mean, it works well with a cherry flavoured dark chocolate, I must say. See how many there are, but all different sizes. I don't know if it's much point. We've got the weightage, haven't we? But we'll do it. Won't be this channel if I didn't do things like this with it. So there we go. This is one broken, as I say. It's been broken quite extensively. if we can separate these out. It's possibly more trouble than it's worth, but broke one over there. Nice if these did have actually a cherry in it, wouldn't it? Imagine that, like it was just even if it was a glacé cherry, just some, you know, but I think a real one would be good. Surrounded with the honeycomb and then covered in dark chocolate, you know, I think that's definitely, maybe a home baker could do that perhaps. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, and then 47 and sort of 48 if you count this broken one. Alright, there you go, you can kind of see what's going on in there with that one, although it's a bit too broke. Maybe we'll cut another one just to see. It's a bit better, isn't it? So you can see there, a honeycomb malt, that sort of malt honeycomb centre there. Look at that, it's very nice indeed. Quite a thick chocolate shell on it, and obviously quite a nice crunchy centre as well. So that's very interesting, that's very nice. So they're all different sizes. You know, I don't think there's much merit in measuring them, but nonetheless I will do it. It's about they're all different sizes. I don't think there's much. They're all different sizes. I don't think there's much merit in measuring them, but nonetheless I will do it. About 1.8 centimeters there. This one, almost 1.9. Some of them are small. This one's a lot smaller, for instance. 1.6, almost 1.7. Yeah, same again. All right. Yeah, there we go. Well, I think it smells very nice. Love this sort of cherry smell. Although it's quite an alcoholic cherry smell. I don't know, but interesting. But how did he taste? That's the important thing, isn't it? So let's fill myself up, give them a taste. Okay, everyone, okay, we're going to give these, yes, these new, sort of new, you can sort of see it there. Dark Chocolate Maltesers, Black Forest Gateau flavour. Yes, a taste. And why not? So we got one, we got one. So we opened it, I guess we sort of opened it, but there we go. So let's, yeah, let's just give it a taste, let's do it. Interesting. What do I think? Not sure what to make of these ones. Let's try another one. Just has a bit of a sponge flavour as well, and I guess you can sort of taste that, you know. It does taste a sort of a strange flavour. It's definitely cherry there, but it's definitely something else, and I think that's meant to be the sponge. I guess it does come across that way as a sort of sponge flavour, but it makes it taste a bit, I don't know, it's kind of catching my throat a bit as well. I feel like I need to have a drink. I'm not really getting much by way of dark chocolate, I must say. I feel like it's quite quite sweet. I feel like the flavourings are really sweet in it, and they really sort of detract a bit from the dark chocolate. And I feel like the cherry flavour's a bit, I don't know. I think it's that attempt at a sponge flavour, sort of holds it back a bit. I couldn't say why they've done it, because obviously, you know, it's meant to be Black Forest Gateau. It's not meant to be cherry flavour. But yeah, so maybe it is more accurate to do that, not just have it just dark chocolate and cherry Maltesers. Although I think that probably would be better, to be honest with you. I feel like you do have a bit of a, you know, you do have something that's kind of not just cherry flavoured dark chocolate Maltesers. But I don't know, I'm not sure whether I'm convinced by it. It's okay. Yeah, maybe it does come across a bit Black Forest Gateau-y, you know, as a result of that. I feel like I was just expecting a bit, probably something else from it, really, and maybe I was wrong to think that, you know, to expect that. And I think, because I think what I've got is something that's, as I say, not really, I don't know, more, I guess more cake-like in the flavour, rather than cherry or dark chocolate. And maybe that's what you'd want. Maybe that's what you'd want. I'm just not convinced. I'm just not convinced it's what I want. It just tastes a bit, I don't know. I guess it does have a bit of a, it tastes more, I just think it just tastes a bit too cakey. The flavouring is a bit too much like the cake rather than anything else. But I don't know, maybe that is what it should be like, really. So maybe it's pretty accurate. Obviously, Black Forest Gateau has cream on it as well. You know, does this have that sort of flavouring as well? Maybe it does. I feel like maybe I was just expecting it to taste too much of cherry and dark chocolate. And of course, if you think about Black Forest Gateau, it's not all about that, is it? There's other things in there. And I'm saying, I think you kind of do get that from this. I don't know, maybe I've just got to come at it from a different sort of mindset, different angle, and I think it's probably a bit more interesting than I otherwise would say, So let's just try a little bit with just the chocolate. Yeah. I think it's pretty good actually. I think it's pretty good at replicating Black Forest Gateau. I'm just not sure it's what. I'm just not sure it's. I don't know. Yeah, I think it is. I think Black Forest Gateau isn't my favourite cake. I've never been a massive fan of it, I must say. It's just got too many sort of textures that I'm not a big fan of really, and the flavours don't sort of, compensate for it. And I feel like it's a bit like this in Malteser form as well. Actually, I feel like the flavours are probably quite accurate. Actually, it has that sort of moist sponge flavour almost. Strangely enough, yeah. But I feel like it's just not really my cup of tea. But I must say it does work. It does work. So yeah, it's a very unusual one. This one. It's very unusual. I feel like it's. I feel like it's. I feel like it's possibly too. I don't know. It's very interesting. So it's hard for me to rate. I feel like you're not really getting a massive cherry taste. You're not really getting a massive dark chocolate taste, but you are kind of getting a Black Forest Gateau taste, and that's what it's about, isn't it? And I feel like for me, cherry flavoured dark chocolate Maltesers would be a lot nicer than these actually, but it is meant to be Black Forest Gateau, so it is pretty accurate. And I don't think I can really hold it against it. And I don't. And I feel like it's pretty good. It's just not really for me, but yeah, it's pretty accurate, I must say. And I think I was just at first a bit taken aback because I wasn't expecting it to be this accurate. I was just expecting it to be cherry flavoured Maltesers, and it's not. They are actually pretty accurate to Black Forest Gateau, I must say. So yeah, I don't think it's going to blow socks off either way. I mean, it's but it is what it is, and I don't know if I could really give it a 5 out of 5, but because I think it'd be better if I had something else about it, sort of like cream in it or something like that to make it a bit more of the bit more of the flavours of the Black Forest Gateau in there. But yeah, all in all, I feel the flavours though are still represented pretty well, and I think it's seemingly, strangely enough, even though it's pretty artificial, quite accurate. So I think I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 actually. I don't think it's for me necessarily, but I don't dislike it. It's interesting and it's pretty, as I say, pretty accurate. So yeah, what more could you want from a Black Forest Gateau flavoured Maltesers? Alright guys, let me know what you think of this one, whether you're disappointed or not, whether you like it or not, just what you think of it really. Let me know. It'd be interesting to hear what your thoughts are. And click on one of these videos that's appearing on the screen now. It's great to support my channel by continuing to watch my content. And have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now guys. Take care. Bye.